Alright, day 2. We just left camp, climbed up this ridge. We're gonna do a little glassing and see if we can come up with a game plan for the day. So far, no bugles. Hopefully that's about to change.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. But makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me. Take me on down the river where the guilt can't find a red-handed sinner. On where the grave can't cry out. 'Cause I done wrong down the river with a hand on a Colt and a finger on the trigger. And long before dawn they try to find me. So take me on down. Take me on down.
Bugle number 1, baby. It sounded like he was on that hill, up that way.
Yeah, like somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Maybe that dark timber near that valley, near that little opening. Somewhere over there.
I left my phone over there. I was gonna mark it on the map. Go back up there and mark that little opening on the map. He's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Go up here and talk to these guys and see what they want to do. Did y'all hear him?
Yeah,
Did you hear the bull bugle? Oh yeah.
I thought I heard one, but I'm not sure.
Oh, we heard him.
Right after. Yeah, it's over there near that meadow right there.
Yeah. It was loud.
Yeah.
Unless I heard him vice versa. I thought I heard one before.
Yeah, that was
And
him.
then
That
I
was
heard
me.
the louder one. The louder one was that one.
I heard one.
There was
Or I bugled, and then there was one that fired off right there at that meadow.
was it kind of raspy?
Yeah.
So he probably heard the raspier one better.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that one was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It sounded like from right over there.
Yeah, that one sounded like crabs. I thought it was him. Sweet. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
That's a good sign. That's
Yeah,
the
it's really
first respond to a bugle.
How long was it before he bugled from you?
10 seconds.
Maybe.
Oh, right away.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got that bull to fire off first thing this morning. We waited till the thermals switched because where he was, there's no way we could have got in on him without the thermals being in our favor. So we're going to make our way down and kind of come around on this bull. We tried to get him booked to bugle a second time and he didn't. So we're just going to slowly work our way down that way and hopefully kill a bull, maybe 2 bulls. We'll see. But at least we heard one. That's a positive. Better than yesterday. So, day 2, let's get it done.
So, we came around here because we knew we heard that bull bugle in here this morning. And we were just getting ready to set up. And we heard something down here in this bottom walking on the rocks. So, I just decided to let out a bugle. As soon as I did, a bull bugled up here on top. And we didn't think anything of it. We were thinking about trying to get up on him. And all of a sudden, this bull just come running up this hill within probably 15 yards of us. We could hear him sitting there panting and breathing, trying to smell the elk that he heard bugle. He was so freaking close. And he kind of caught us off guard. So I backed down the hill. And started calling a little bit, and the bull up top still was bugling, but it sounded like he was going away. And I don't know where this bull right here went. They never heard him walk off. But he's definitely not still standing here. So we're thinking it was for sure 2 different bulls. And we're gonna sit here and eat some lunch, maybe let them calm down, and then come up with a game plan on kind of how to go after these bulls and which one to go after. That's awesome though. That was exciting for sure. That bull was right on top of us. Get your heart racing. I thought he was going to when he started panting. I was like, oh, he's going, yeah. I thought he was going to come in, but there's a lot of dead saw right there. Yeah. The fact that he didn't bugle.
Dude, there's a bear in that tree. Right there. That's a bear breathing. That's what's breathing. Yep. Where? That is a bear. I don't see it. I thought it sounded like it was him. There's a fucking bear. That's just breathing. That's what's breathing. I was like, these sound like it's in the tree. See it moving? See his head? It's right there. That's freaking awesome.
Dude, that sounds just like a freaking elk breathing.
Yeah.
Hey, we were sitting here getting all jacked. We thought we had a freaking bull come up right below us. In reality, we bugled and this bear charged us. That's pretty much what happened. He thought we were freaking elk. And I think he smelled us. I think when he smelled us, I think he ran like that tree. Dude, that is sketchy.
Yeah.
Like, we're sitting here like,
You're like, don't bring the guns.
yeah. Dude, that's crazy.
almost looks like two bears.
It might be.
Either that or it's just a freaking giant.
Yeah, he's just one dude.
That is a big bear.
He's got a big old head.
His ears are super far apart.
Alright, so this bear is like 20 yards from us up this tree, and there's another one above it, so we're pretty sure it's a sow. But since it's a sow, we're just going to go ahead and back out and count our blessings that thing ran up a tree instead of charging all the way in. There's a beautiful cinnamon bear though. Oh, you dropped the battery. Is that a dead one? Here. Hey, on a good note though, there's a bull up there still bugling. Let's go.
Just borrow my tooth. Hang on this one. Don't fail me.
So what we got is something in mind. So what we've got is we think we know about where this bull is bedded. We're not 100% sure if he's got cows or not. And we're just gonna kind of slow play and see if we can get him fired up. We're gonna give him about an hour and a half. If not, we're going to work our way towards him and just see what he does. So, being a Chandler set up on this side of this little drainage, the trail that we think he's going to come in on is like 15 yards up from being a Chandler. I think that's the way he's going to come because of the way the wind's blowing and because something told me, I think the good Lord told me, follow this trail all the way down until you get where you want to go. So that's what we did. I think they're going to kill him on that trail. But if they don't, if I'm just making things up, we got Joseph down below because like I said, our thermals and wind are pulling up. Joseph down there, just in case that bull tries to skirt me. I'm like 60, 70 yards up from both of them. If he tries to skirt me, Joseph should be able to get a shot down below. So, we're hoping we got him covered. Got the faith. We're going to kill this bull.
Alright, so we're set up for the evening hunt. We decided to split up. Chandler and Ben are down below where we were earlier, cold calling. And me and Joseph are up top. What we're kind of hoping to do is watch the two bands of major travel on this hill, and maybe get lucky and shoot one passing through, or maybe even hear a bugle later in the afternoon. It is 5:30 right now, so we got 2 hours, 2.5 hours almost of shooting light left, so good chance we'll see one come through for sure between the two groups. Those guys down there are in a good spot. We're probably going to hunt there again in the morning.
That's the first sight down there.
Yeah. So, Joseph already lost 3 arrows. One just popped out when we had that big bear incident.
Yeah, bear took it.
Yeah. And then,
Grouse took the next two.
yeah. He center punched this grouse and it flew down the mountain. Arrow gone, never to be seen again. So, we'll see. Maybe we'll get
Use
lucky.
one.
Yeah. Only takes one arrow. See what happens this evening. This is evening of day 2, so we still got plenty of days left. Alright, so let me give you a little bit of a rundown for day 2. Got up this morning, heard one bugle, waited till the thermals changed, and made a play on this bull. We get down to where we feel like the bull was pretty close to, and come around the corner, and that's where you saw the bear encounter, where we almost got eaten by Mama, a cinnamon. It was actually a beautiful bear, a cinnamon black bear, huge, probably 300 pounds, we're guessing. We ended up challenging this bear. You'll see the whole video. But after that, we decided to push on because we did hear another bugle while we were challenging that bear. The bugle that we heard was up the ridge, so we made this big long play on this, what we thought was a bull. We're pretty sure it was a bull. Got up there and didn't hear another sound all day. Found a pretty good spot that we thought would maybe produce an elk. We sat there, we split up and sat there, did a little cold calling, kind of mixed it up, and just hunted the rest of the day in that area. Right before dark, we had what sounded like at least 2 people come in the bottom, talking really loud, and they've actually got a campfire down there. There's actually a fire ban in Colorado, so I don't know how they're getting away with that, but they've got a fire down there in that bottom, and we've elected to get up early and move spots, kind of head back to where I killed my bull. So that's where we're at. So that's the end of day 2. We got a short night of sleep ahead of us. We're going to get up probably about 3:30, pack camp up, and hit the road and start doing some bugling as we go. So we'll see. We might get up in the morning and locate a bull not far from here, and maybe we'll kill one. So time to go to sleep. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Alright guys, I don't even know what to say. I'm sure I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this one, honestly. We really did screw up. I didn't really get the sound on video of the initial encounter with this bear. So let me talk about this a little bit and kind of defend ourselves slightly. We're coming around this corner. We had put this long, about 2 hours we'd been coming in towards this bull. We were waiting on the thermals to switch. We get around to the point pretty close to where we thought this bull was. I bugled, and when I bugled and we came around that corner, we heard running, and to us it sounded just like hooves running down on rocks. So there was a creek way down in this bottom
We thought it sounded to us like a group of cows. It's kind of one of those things where when you've got elk on the mind, everything sounds like elk. Anyway, we thought we heard elk running away from us, and when we heard these elk running away from us, I let out another bugle, and I did that because 2 years prior to this, I had some cows come in on me, and they smelled some guys down on a roadbed, and when they smelled them, they whirled and took off. And when they took off, a bull lip-balled and bugled his head off, thinking, that, in my mind, he thought I was an elk or a bull and I had pushed his cows. So when he did that, I cut him off, and it ended up being an awesome bugle fest that morning. Unfortunately, the guys that were down on the roadbed, their scent screwed it up for me, but that's just kind of how it goes. Anyway, with that being said, when we heard what we thought was elk, the reason that we put the play on them like we did, and I started, breathing heavy and everything, in our minds, this was a bull elk that was challenging us because he thought we were pushing his cows away. So, it was definitely not an elk, and what ended up happening, and we figured it out at the end, the story kind of morphed throughout the day, as you can tell in the video, but the best we can tell, what we initially heard was this sow's cub running up a tree, because we actually heard them scraping around in that tree later on, and it sounded exactly like hooves on rocks. I don't know why, but it did. So what we're thinking is that this cub ran up this tree or ran away from us and then up the tree. And when what we talk about we thought was a bull rushing in on us, we're almost positive that what happened was that sow charged us just to the other side of this big deadfall that we had. We had about 15 yards of just thick, dense deadfall in between her and us, which honestly probably kept her from actually full-on charging us. Anyway, when she started breathing heavy, I started breathing heavy. I think she kind of was like, okay, these guys aren't backing down. I'm just going to go over here and protect my cub. And I think that's when she walked away and climbed the tree. We walked around about another 50 yards around and sat down on this log. Then you can see we start hearing the breathing again, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to show you how steep this hill was, but this bear is probably 40 feet in this tree, and she's actually eye level with us. And I don't know if it's because she had her head down breathing or what it was, but to us, it sounded like this breathing was on the ground. It wasn't. We got very fortunate that we didn't get hurt. We were initially, before we realized this bear had a cub, as you can see in the video, it was a beautiful cinnamon bear. I mean, she was bright red, probably a 300-pound bear at least. Her head was huge. We were going to hike back out. Two of us were going to hike back out. Two of us were going to stay. They were going to go get tags, come back. We were going to try to shoot the bear. Whether or not that would have panned out, probably not, but I don't know. But that was our plan. I couldn't get the cub on film because of the way the cub was in the tree, but it was just little jet black, probably 50-pound cub. You could just see the arm hanging down. So we elected not to pursue shooting the bear. I just wouldn't have felt right about it. Not to mention the fact that I don't think it was legal. I think the cub has to be over a certain weight. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to get back in the regs. I can't remember between each state. But anyway, we had a blast. That's an experience of a lifetime. We got lucky, guys. So don't be too harsh on us. Try to keep the comments pretty, you can comment what you want to comment, but just don't be too rough on us. Just realize that we made a mistake. It was a mistaken identity. But we did have a bull bugling at us. I hope you can hear it in the film. The bull was bugling over and over and over again, but because of all this deadfall that you saw us climbing over on day 9, all of that was between us and him. So once we got up there, he was gone. We hunted all the rest of the day and didn't have any more encounters. So thanks for watching day 10, guys. Remember to live your life to the fullest and use your passions to bless others. We'll catch you on day 11.